the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome in here, race fans, to the Weedsport Speedway, home to the Upstate Racing League's home track. Tonight, it is the Cerebral Palsy Foundation for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series, and, well, we are late here because we had some very technical difficulties up here in the studio tonight. Of course, lightning hitting our truck virtually at the Weedsport Speedway. As you can see out there onto the racetrack here tonight, these drivers are already ready to go in our first heat race of the evening. Of course, heat race brought to us by Whiteowl Performance. Starting here in heat race number 1, it's the driver from downtown Kokomo, Indiana. It's Chris Brown of the Whiteowl Performance number 1 machine. He drives the 1 or the 136. Driving out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, driving the Full Moon Garage number 0. This is the Hamburg hot dog of Robbie Schaefer. James Shirley, actually, there sitting in the 51 car. He's going to go third here tonight with Brian Hacker in the 11 Illinois. Cole Day, last time we were here, he won. He will start back into the 5th position. Kelly Dahl in position number 6 here tonight. 7th will go to the Wild One, the driver out of New York, driving the 1W entry. That will be Wayne McDuff. He'll go from the 7th starting spot here tonight. And Scott Rayome, driving car number 4, will go shotgun to the field. So it'll be 8 cars here in heat race number 1, brought to us by Whiteowl Performance. Then we will head, well, 4 drivers straight out of this heat race into the feature event coming up a little bit later on. So, tonight, as you see the cars going around trying to work the track in a little bit more here tonight, or get ready. Next time by, I believe we should be able to drop the hammer here tonight in the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. Of course, it is Cerebral Palsy Foundation night here at the Weedsport Speedway. The Bartel Builders Series back in action for the 2nd consecutive season. Of course, Bartel Builders are focused on providing high-quality service for your construction needs, whether it's new construction, repairs, installs, or damage repairs. The Bartel Builders have you covered in every need. Based in Spirit Lake, Iowa, contact them today for all your home repairs. Here we go. This time by, we're going to drop the hammer tonight in our first heat race. The beasts from the Northeast are Green Flag Racing here tonight for Cerebral Palsy Foundation night in the Whiteowl Performance heat race number 1. And look who is out front. It's that Whiteowl Performance. Number 136 of Chris Brown from downtown. He'll lead lap number 1. Robbie Schaefer is right there. Right on board with our Bartel Builders onboard camera. You see them battling back there for that 4th position. That 4th position right now, if it were to end the heat race right now, it would be the driver of car number 51 of James Shirley as they come across the line, leaving last year's champion Cole Day out of this. But Cole Day will go down to the bottom here on Kelly Dahl, see if he can make the battle work down the back straightaway. He does. So now Cole Day will move car number 99 into position number 5. But hold on, wait a minute. Kelly Dahl battles back on the outside. Kelly Dahl now holding strong there, P number 5. It is still Chris Brown, Robbie Schaefer, Brian Hacker, James Shirley. Oh, one driver into the inside wall there. That was Scott Rayome in car number 4. Rayome out of the Reset Racing Stables. Entry just hit the inside wall down in turn number 4. It's something that we see very often here at the Weedsport Speedway. Kelly Dahl still side by side with the number 99 of Cole Day. Cole Day going to go down to the bottom side, and it's actually the champ's birthday here tonight. So Cole Day actually turning 22 today. He was down at Top Golf, I believe, and just made it in time to get here into our heat race. So happy birthday, Cole. Kelly Dahl still has that spot. James Shirley, though, all over the back of that Carbon Junction Pathfinder's chassis, number 11 Illinois, Brian Hacker. They're coming by. They will get the Carpenters. 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenters Tax Service. It's the final trip around the Speedway as we watch that transfer spot. Chris Brown looking to pick up his Whiteowl Performance Heat Race win. So Chris Brown from downtown will pick up heat race number 1. The final transfer spot will be James Shirley. So it'll be Chris Brown, Robbie Schaefer, Brian Hacker, James Shirley all going to the main event. Everybody else having to go to that last chance qualifier here tonight. That means another one of those Whiteowl Performance Heat races coming up our way. So here we go with the starting lineup for the Whiteowl Performance Heat Race number 2. Starting on the front row, driving car number 96, it is going to be the boss man of Al Smith. Driving car number 96 here tonight, the driver out of South Glens Falls, New York. Coach's Corner, Best Colorful Creations, The Stand RC, Speedway GT Bodies, Smith Racing Inc., 96. Starting in P number 2, hailing out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. This is the Big Show, Kyle Lesher. Starting back in P number 3, driving car number 59 out of Keensville, New York. The Brissett Racing Stables, Brissett Racing, number 59 of Stephen Brissett. Starting back into the 4th position here tonight, driving the 31B out of Topton, Pennsylvania, the Turn 3 Racing Network, 31B of Donald Bennett. Starting back in P number 5, driving the Jordan Hen Racing out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, car number 40 here tonight. This is Josiah Millen. Speedy Brissett driving car 03 here tonight out of Plattsburgh, New York for the Brissett Racing Stable 03. He'll start back there in P number 6, while starting 7th, driving car number 5 here tonight out of Swanton, Vermont, the Lighting Lardy's BBQ John's Lawn Care. This is car number 5 of Brandon Grant. Starting back in P number 8, driving the Carpenters Tax Service number 7 out of the Devil's Bowl Speedway out of Mineville, New York. This is Jeremy Carpenter. 8 cars, 4 to transfer. Top 4 drivers here tonight will go on. Whiteowl Performance Heat race number 2 here tonight. Al Smith going to bring us down this time. See when he is ready to fire off here tonight. Boss man says, Kyle Lesher, let's see how you dance into turn number 1. Smith will leave Lesher. Lesher will have to battle side by side with Stephen Brissett. Brissett down to the bottom side in car number 59. A great start by Josiah Millen. Donald Bennett a little sideways off turn 2. Lesher to the high side. He's one of those Schoony Country Market Rookie of the Year contenders. Is the Big Show of Kyle Lesher. He'll go high down to turn number 1. He'll have to stay high in turn number 2 because here comes Stephen Brissett. He'll make the pass down Josiah Millen. Going to go to the bottom side here on the Big Show. Millen runs the inside. Oh, Lesher getting a little sideways now. It's going to open up the door. Here comes Mr. Speedy Brissett. Brissett going to work the inside here. Now see if he can work his side. Down on the bottom side, Donald Bennett a little sideways in the 31B back there. He's back into the 7th spot. Speedy Brissett now moving in. Josiah Millen trying to pass the team car there of Stephen Brissett. A little bit of a slider there for car number 40. He'll now take over P number 2. Speedy Brissett looking pretty good down on the bottom side of the Speedway. He has not left the bottom side yet. Let's see what he does down at 1. He'll run the middle groove here, slide up towards the top side, try to cut underneath Stephen Brissett. 2 of the Brissett Racing Stable entries here battling to try and keep themselves in a transfer spot. The Brissett's, of course, a big name out of the airborne Speedway. Al Smith still running away. He'll see the popsicle sticks when they come back around here. It'll be just 2 more laps here for the driver out of South Glens Falls, New York. The Pennsylvania driver, Josiah Millen, still sitting there in 2nd and 3rd. Now will be Speedy Brissett knocking Stephen Brissett back. That's the transfer cars right now. Kyle Lesher has fallen off the back of this group. There you see the 13 as they work down the back straightaway. Al Smith will come this time. He will see the white flag presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. It'll be the final trip around the Speedway for Al Smith, looking to pick up his first heat race win of the year. Josiah Millen is slowly closing in on Smith, but it does look like Al Smith will pick up heat race number 2's win. It will be Josiah Millen, and then let's see, will it be Speedy Brissett, Stephen Brissett, Kyle Lesher with a big charge on the final lap. Going to come up just short. The Big Show, Kyle Lesher, going to have to go to a last chance qualifier, along with Donald Bennett, Jeremy Carpenter, and Brandon Grant. They will all have to go to the last chance qualifier here tonight. So Al Smith Jr. picking up his first heat race of the season. Congratulations to Smith and that crew. They put in a lot of work this past week to get ready here. They wanted to show up for a strong heat race here at least, and that's exactly what they do after missing the show the other week. The Whiteowl Performance. Heat race number 3. Starting lineup will look like this. Starting P number 1 out of the Upstate Racing Stables. This is the 02, the driver out of Plattsburgh, New York. The Upstate Racing Stables 02, Eric Riel. Starting to his outside, driving the 9J here tonight. That's out of Clifton Park, New York, the Schoony's Country Market, Express Employment Professionals, Jones Motorsports 9J of Brian Jones. Starting back in P number 3, driving car number 51 out of Green, New York, the Green Boldrome. Entry, the Aftermath Motorsports driver. He is not racing on a controller here tonight. He went through tech inspection and did fail because he had the controller still in the big block modified. They threw it out. He went back through tech and he teched fine. So the 51, Justin Fuller, will go P3 here tonight. Starting P number 4 here in this heat race will be car number 15 out of Jonestown. It's the Upstate RC Foxtrot RC Park, number 15 of Ryan Holland. Starting back into the 5th position. He leads the Schoony's Country Market Rookie of the Year standings. This is the driver out of Dungleville, the Upstate RC Hobbies and BDS RC Wheels of James Normoyle. Starting in 6th position, driving the 2B entry here tonight out of Spirit Lake. This is the Bartel Builders, Bartel Customs Craft Fitness 2B of Bartels. Starting back into the 7th position, driving car number 38 here tonight, the driver out of Indiana. This is David Patton and the Mountain Man, the driver out of Montana, the Smith Racing Inc., Turn 3 Racing Network. 00 of Doug Ungari will roll from the final spot here. 8 cars, 4 to qualify. Green flag is up here. Our Hanson starter shop green flag is in the air. Eric Riel trying to run away with troubles back there. I believe that was Patton and Bartel. We'll see if the caution flag comes out because actually both drivers just bounce off each other and we stay green. Leading lap number 1, Justin Fuller already to the point here tonight. Seeing what he can do without racing on a controller for the first time here at the Weedsport. Eric Riel going from P1 all the way to P4 in 1 lap. It'll be Fuller, Normoyle, Holland, Riel. There, your top 4. Doug Ungari on the charge here. There you see the 00 out of Montana. Joining the Smith Racing Inc. posse this past off-season. Trying to put that car in the show here tonight. He's now worked upon the 02 of Riel. Riel down to the bottom side. Ungari going to go high, wide, handsome. Riel going to slide up in front of him down at 1 and 2. Ungari shoots underneath down the back straightaway. Now Ungari going to take the 00. He'll go to the high side. Caution lights on the Speedway for the first time here tonight with 4 laps to go. Caution lights coming on. I believe possibly, the 02 entry of Eric Riel. Something happened to the 02 entry. So Marky Mark will bring the iRacing.com pace truck out here. Let's take a look back here. Let's see what happened to the 02. There you see Doug Ungari past the 02 upper set. Let's see what happens down here in 3. Oh, just lost it down on the slick. Unfortunately, no, it looks like Jones also in the 9J entry. He lost it because, well, he tried not to plow into the 02 of Eric Riel. He went right back out onto the track where he came through the Jersey barriers down there. Right on board with our Whiteowl Performance onboard camera with Eric Riel. Saw Ungari make the pass, and right there, the rear end just comes right around, and he parks it right into the poles down here in turn number 3 and 4. Not able to get that out, so he will actually have to go on the hooks here tonight. He will have to go back to the garage, the pits, and see if he can bring that car 02 back out. Of course, Riel, one of the Upstate Racing Stables entries here tonight. Lights on the iRacing.com pace car are out. We'll come back into the Hanson Starter reshop zone. Of course, the Hanson Starter Shop, 30 years in business in the upstate area, rebuilding starters, generators, and alternators as they bring us back to green. Green flag back up. Justin Fuller still with the race lead, but he's got that Rookie of the Year candidate. He is leading the Schoony's Country Market Rookie of the Year standings. It's the number 721, James Normoyle right there with 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. It's Justin Fuller, James Normoyle. Oh, Normoyle going to make a mistake. That's going to make Ryan Holland check up, and there goes Doug Ungari. He'll scoot right around the outside, looking handsome as can be. The Mountain Man now finding himself in a really good transfer spot. Here comes Bartels, though. That caution flag. Oh, hip check there from the 15. Ryan Holland going to take the Upstate Hobbies and hip check the 721 there of Norm Oil. That's going to allow Bartels, after that caution flag, to really close the gap. Here he is now. He'll work to the outside as the one to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service here on the final trip around the Speedway. Bartel's going to go to the outside. He's going to ride right up to the wall there. I wasn't sure. He was like mid-slide there. It just barely came out. Here comes Norm Oil. He'll throw the slider on Bartels. He's going to make Bartels go up into the fluff. It'll be Fuller, Ungari, Holland, and Norm Oil coming across the line. Bartel's not happy with the James Norm Oil entry. So Justin Fuller trying to make up from where he left off last season. Of course, our Whiteowl Performance heat race number 4, the final heat race of the evening. This is how they're lined up. Driving car number 45 here tonight. It is the Bearded Wonder from Wilton, New York. The Bison Excavating 45 Speed Labs DE Designs number 45 of Justin Smith. Starting to his outside, driving the W6 entry out of Mayfield. The Upstate RC and Hobbies BDS Wheels. BDS Motorsports entry of Michael Peak. Starting back in P number 3, driving the 98 out the gate here tonight. Resides out of Crossville, Tennessee, driving the Griffith Stones Vol Nations Keyboard Warriors number 98 of Racing Jason Dodds. Starting back in P number 4, driving car number 22 here out of Swanton, Vermont, the Ray's Dying Tubing Rabtoy Racing. Number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy. Starting back in car number 73, he will start from the 5th position out of Fairhaven, Vermont. The Sharon Beef Tea Time Driving Range entry of Vernon Woodard will go from P number 5, while the driver out of South Carolina, Andrew Mercetti, driving car number 87 here tonight. Out of Somerville, South Carolina, the GT Bodies BDS RC Wheels entry will go 6th. Starting from the 7th position out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Entry out of the Rags Carter Racing R&R Auto Stables. This is Talon Carter, actually. He will make up the final car here tonight. So that is our final heat race. Starting lineup brought to us by Whiteowl Performance. That's the final heat race of the evening. And Michael Peak says, Justin Smith, let's get going. So Peak will lead us into turn number 1. Smith down to the bottom side of the Speedway. That final transfer spot right now being held by the keyboard warrior, of Dobbs, but he's going to open up the door. Here comes the youngster, Talon Carter, to the inside. Carter going to sneak to the bottom side, almost hits the wall, entering turn number 1 on the inside, but the car 1 stuck down there. He stuck it down on the bottom side. Michael Peak did lead lap number 1 here tonight. Let's see how they come back across the line here. It'll be Peak, it'll be Smith, it'll be Rabtoy, Carter, Woodard, Dobbs, Mercetti. That's how they all look. Rabtoy up out of shape. Here comes the driver of car number 73. The 2 Vermont drivers battling now. They battle into turn number 3. Let's see who has the spot out of turn number 4. It'll be Rabtoy holding it with 5 laps to go. Talon Carter trying to go from shotgun on the field here tonight to possibly pick up a Whiteowl Performance heat race. He battles for second now to the outside of the number 45 of Justin Smith. Pennsylvania, New York battle there for that P number 2. Does look like the number 1 of Carter will get that spot. So with 3 laps to go, it's Peak, it's Carter, it's Smith, it's Rabtoy back into the transfer spot. He did get back around Vernon Woodard. Woodard is still right there, not going away. The old Dobbs machine is back there, seeing if the keyboard warrior here tonight can make his way into the big dance. Popsicle sticks up, though. Talon Carter right on the back. He is right there, right on board with our Bartel Builders onboard camera with Michael Peak. 2 rookies now, seeing if they can go for the win here. 1 lap to go here, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Look at Carter. Carter goes down to the bottom side, seeing if he can possibly force Michael Peak into a mistake. Not going to make anything happen with it. Now Carter going to really drive it off. Slide job for Carter. This is for the final heat race win of the evening. Peak will cross him back over. Drag race. Michael Peak will pick up your heat race win. It'll be Peak, it'll be Carter, Smith, and Rabtoy. Woodard, Dobbs, and Mercetti all having to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight to see if they can make the show. And just like that, it is time for the Whiteowl Performance Last Chance Qualifier. This is how they start here in the Last Chance Qualifier. driving car number 86, the driver out of British Columbia, Canada. The Fujiwara Tofu Shop will start Kelly Dahl's entry, P number 1. Starting his outside, the Big Show from Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Kyle Lesher will go P number 2. The 2B out of Spirit Lake, Indiana, the Bartel Builders 2B entry of Bartels will go there P number 3, while Vernon Woodard driving car number 73 out of Vermont will go P number 4. Going 5th, it's the birthday boy driving car number 99. This is Cold Day driving car 99. He'll go from the 5th position. Driver the 31B of Donald Bennett will go from the 6th starting spot here tonight out of Topton, Pennsylvania. Starting 7th out of Indiana, driving car number 38. It's David Patton. Racing Jason Dobbs will start the 98 out the gate back into the 8th position, while Scott Riome, driving car number 4, will go from position 9. The Carpenter Esports number 7, Jeremy Carpenter, and the Carpenter's Tax Service number 7 will go 10th. Brian Jones in the 9J will go from the 11th position. 12th will go to car number 87 out of Somerville, South Carolina, Andrew Mercetti. Starting back into the 13th spot, it's the Wild One. It's the 1W of Wild Wade McDuff. Starting back into the 14th position, the Gagnon Racing number 5 of Brandon Grahn will go back there in P number 4. Starting back into the 15th position will be the Brissett Racing 02 of Eric Riel. That is 15 cars. 8 cars will make the feature event out of the last chance qualifier, giving us a total of 24 cars. It's the last chance to get into the big dance. Green flag is up as everybody comes to live. Kyle Lesher sleeping on the outside. He'll fall back into P3, P4 already as everybody is battling for the race lead. 3 wide, Cold Day down to the bottom side. Cold Day trying to get it done early here and get to the top with 15 laps, 14 now tonight in the Cerebral Palsy Foundation night here at the Weedsport Speedway. Donald Bennett holding on to that final spot. Here comes the 1W, the Bartel Builders entry, the 1W of Wade McDuff. Donald Bennett holding on to it right now. He'll hold that 1W at bay to the bottom side. Both drivers trying to find their way in. Right now, Wade McDuff going to go to the bottom side. It looks like he is being very ginger on the throttle down there. Pretty slick here. The driver or the track crew will rework the track here tonight. Look at the 38 of David Patton. Patton bringing his big block modified to the dance here tonight. A rookie who has never seen one of these modifieds in real life. Sure can wheel it, though, as he's trying to get around Kyle Lesher. Lesher has seen a lot of these modifieds race here in Pennsylvania. Lesher slots himself in there between the 38 of Patton and the number 98 of Dobbs. Dobbs is in, but here comes Wade McDuff. McDuff is starting to close in on the 98 out the gate entry out of Crossville, Tennessee. 10 laps to go. It's still Kelly Dahl. It's then Cold Day right there also. That's how that battle looks. Cold Day trying to go to the outside here, trying to wind it up. Oh, Bartels with a big right rear to the 99 of Cold Day. Cold Day was trying to set up a run down the back right away. Bartel's going to blow into the corner. Oh, caution lights are on. Caution lights are on here, I believe. Scott Riome, something happened to the driver of the 4 machine. What happened to Riome down here in turn number 1? Oh, self-yeet up into the outside wall. The car flips over, bringing out the caution flag. He was 1 spot out of the transfer spot when the caution lights did come on. So Scott Riome going to have to go all the way back to pit road and see if he can actually get out. Caution laps don't count, so he does have a chance to get back out here tonight. We're coming back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone, which we got to thank the Hanson Starter Shop, one of the sponsors that have been here with the Upstate Racing League for many years. It hasn't been quite as many years as they've been in business, 30-plus years in the upstate New York area. Of course, rebuilding generators, alternators, starters, and of course, if you're in the upstate area, you know you cannot go a winter without your generator. The snow is coming, and, well, if you're lucky enough, or unlucky, I guess, for some New Yorkers, you've already got snow, and you know you can't go without that generator. So, this time by the iRacing.com pace truck tonight, driven by Marky Mark, will make the right-hand turn here tonight. As the Sultan Silk, Dave Farney will throw the green flag here virtually on the iRacing.com platform to bring us back to green flag racing in our last chance qualifier. Eight laps to decide who's going to the dance and who is going home. Kelly Dahl, Cole Day, Brett Bartels, Vernon Woodard, and David Patton, your top 5. Kyle Lesher, Jason Dobbs, your top 7. The final transfer spot right now goes to the Gagno Racing number 5. Here comes Brandon in the 5 machine. He's in and he's looking for more. He's going to look under the 98 of Dobbs as they work through 3 and 4 here. He'll have that spot. It'll put Jason Dobbs back onto the bubble. He is on the hot seat now. He's got to go pick up another spot, but how do you pick up a spot? Look at all the cars out in front of him. The 1W of Wade McDuff, the Bartel Builders 1W entry. He is right there. Oh, and he'll feed the right rear to Dobbs. Dobbs is going to go around that, clog the track down in 4. Second caution flag of the night will come out. A right rear from the 1W of Wade McDuff to the 98 out the gate. Threw him right up out the groove down to the bottom side of the speedway. They were battling for that transfer spot. We'll see how that will shake up the running order here, but we will have to go back and watch this one. Watch this from high above with our blimp coverage here tonight for the Upstate Racing League. Watch that 1W, the green 1W down to the bottom side. Slides it right in there, gets that right rear into the left rear of the 98, and around is going to go Dobbs. Bennett looked like he was about to go for a ride, too. There off, I believe. That was Eric Riel's front nose. Watch it one more time here from our cameras tonight here at Weedsport. There you saw the contact, and around goes the 98. He comes to a rest on that inside jersey barrier that we've seen get a couple people here so far in the early going. So, unofficially, this is the rundown here. It will be Kelly Dahl, Cole Day, Brett Bartels, Vernon Woodard, David Patton, Kyle Lesher, your top 6. 7th will go to Brandon Garrard right now, and then 8th will be Wayne McDuff. That's the 8 cars that right now would transfer in. Drivers on the outside looking in would be the 31B of Donald Bennett, Eric Riel in the 02, Jeremy Carpenter in the 7 machine, Brian Jones, Andrew Mercetti, Jason Dobbs. As we go around one more time here before we will get that one lap to go. Tonight is the Cerebral Palsy Foundation night here at Weedsport. The Cerebral Palsy Foundation defines itself and addresses moments of impact. The times at which intervention and insights, if properly implemented, have the power to change lives for those living with cerebral palsy. Of course, the Cerebral Palsy Foundation being a huge factor with the 1W of Wade McDuff over the last couple of years, along with the number 20 of Justin McDuff. Of course, Justin not in attendance here tonight, unable to make it with his work schedule here to, well, which would be his home track on iRacing. Well, we're coming back here into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. Kelly Dahl looking to see if he can hold off the strong number 99, or how about that 2B entry? Bartels and the Bartel Builders entry looking pretty strong, too. Here they come. 4 to go. Kelly Dahl to the bottom side. Battle for the transfer spot, though, back here. Wayne McDuff will hold it for the time being with 4 to go. They're coming to get 3 laps to go. Kyle Lesher going to throw a big block on Wayne McDuff. Oh, Lesher going to go down to the bottom side. A little contact. Going to check up Wayne McDuff. Wayne McDuff with a big check-up. Now here comes the 31B of Donald Bennett. He'll go down to the bottom side. No, Bennett tries to hold off of, and caution lights on the track. Caution lights with 3 laps to go. I think something may have happened possibly to the 02 of Eric Riel, but I think something happened before that. Maybe possibly with the 98, 87, and the 9J maybe all getting together. Let's take a look. Something happened to Brian Jones, possibly down in the corner. Yeah, Jones goes way high, comes down the track, and nowhere. Oh, wow, look at Dobbs. He went for a heck of a ride. Brian Jones just lost it down into the corner. Right on board with our Whiteowl performance, on board with Brian Jones. You see him, he got tagged into the wall, and When the car came around, there was the GT Bodies number 87, and there is the Griffith Stone entry. Racing Jason going up and over. I believe his keyboard's going to be working overtime here tonight. Well, I'm not sure which Dave you are meeting. I'm going to guess David Patton, who is running here into our last chance qualifier here tonight. Of course, the driver making his rookie campaign here with the Upstate Racing League. Had a lot of good, strong finishes so far here this season. He comes in, he claims himself as a true underdog, not knowing what the big block modifieds are, not knowing what a Northeast modified is at all. He's a late model guy, of course, hailing out of the Midwest. That's what he gets to see on a weekly basis at all the home tracks out there. But we coaxed him into coming out here and seeing what these big block modifieds had in store for him, and so far, he has not missed a show. Wind him up, popsicle sticks in the air, 2 to go here tonight in the last chance qualifier. Kelly Dahl down to the bottom side. He'll slide up in front of the 99, a cold day. Where's the transfer, though? 2 cars banging off each other. It's the 13 of Kyle Lesher. It's the 1W of Wade McDuff. McDuff going to try and go up in front of Kyle Lesher. He'll take the Big Show. Big Show now going to have to battle because it's 1 to go. Presented by Carpenter's Tag Service, and it's the 2 Pennsylvania drives separated by 10 miles on the map. Kelly Dahl out front. He'll pick up the last chance qualifier win. Final transfer spot, though. Topton, Pennsylvania versus Hamburg, Pennsylvania. It'll go to Topton. Donald Bennett going to pull it here as he gets in the show. So it'll be Dahl, Day, Bartels, Woodard, Patton, Grand, McDuff, and Bennett all making it in. Kelly Dahl will pick up a last chance qualifier here tonight. Kelly Dahl absolutely dominating that last chance qualifier there. So we're going to take a quick step away here before we bring you the Cerebral Palsy Foundation 50-lap feature event here tonight for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. We'll be back here at a Weedsport after this.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave
Welcome back here, race fans, tonight to the Weedsport Speedway for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series tonight for the Cerebral Palsy Foundation 50. The heat races are done, the last chance qualifier is done, and we have a special guest standing by for all you race fans out there. How about it, Kelly Daw? Kelly, you picked up that last chance qualifier win, but it looked like there was a big scrum behind you. How were you able to hold off a lot of those strong contenders which found themselves in that last chance qualifier with you?
Yeah, it was definitely a very strong field in the LCQ. There was a lot of very quick drivers, and as much as I hate to admit it, my eyes kept moving up that rearview mirror, seeing how close those guys were getting. So I just had to try to keep my focus on and try to just keep hitting my marks, hitting the cushion, and letting the right rear of that 8.6 bite. And so hopefully I can just keep that going for the feature, and maybe it'll move up a few spots.
Now you're going to have to start way deep into the field, 17th here tonight. What's the strategy going to be as you have 50 laps to get it done?
I've got 50 laps. I can take all those 50 laps to move as high up as I can. So I just have to try not to rush, take the chances when I see them, and try not to force anything and keep a cool head.
Well, hopefully we get to talk to you a little bit later, Kelly. Ready to strap in tonight for the Cerebral Palsy Foundation 50.
Thank you.
There you hear it from the last chance qualifier. Kelly Dahl was the winner in that. So everything is done. The stage is set. The track is prepared. And we are ready to go racing here tonight. And you're starting a lineup for our feature event here tonight for the Cerebral Palsy Foundation. Night here at Weedsport looks like this. Starting on the front row, driving car number 136 here tonight, hailing out of Kokomo, Indiana, the Whiteowl Performance number 136 of Chris Brown. The His Outside, driving out of South Glens Falls, New York, the Coach's Corner, Best Colorful Creations, the Speed RC Speedway GT Bodies, Smith Racing Inc., number 96 of Al Smith Jr. Starting back in P number 3 then, driving out of Green, New York, the Green Bulldrome, Aftermath Motorsports, number 51 of Justin Fuller. Starting back into the 4th position, driving the W6 entry out of Mayfield, New York, the Upstate RC and Hobbies BDS Wheels entry of Michael Peak will roll from P4. Starting into the 5th position, driving the 0 out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, the Full Moon Garage entry of Robbie Schaefer will roll from P number 5. Starting in the 6th position, driving car number 40 out of Topton, Pennsylvania, the Jordan Henry Racing, Keystone Motorsports, Turn 3 Racing Network posse of Josiah Millen. Starting back in P number 7, it's the Mountain Man hailing out of Montana, the Turn 3 Racing Network, Montana Services LLC, Montana Brand Tools, Smith Racing Inc., 00 Doug Ungari. He'll go from 7th. Starting back into the 8th position, driving the 1 out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, the Kelly Spade of Keller Williams, Realtor Platinum Realty, Rags Carter Racing R&R Graphics, number 1 of Talon Carter. Back into P number 9, hailing out of Huntley, Illinois, driving the 11 Illinois, the Carbon Junction Pathfinders Chassis Narrative Coffee Empire Racing Stables of Brian Hacker. Starting back into the 10th position, driving car 03 out of Plattsburgh, New York, the Brissett Racing Stables entry. This is Speedy Brissett. Starting back into the 11th position, hailing out of Kent, Connecticut, driving the Racing Designs number 15. Actually, wrong 15 on the bid board there. It's Jonestown. It's the Upstate Foxtrot RC Park entry of Ryan Holland in car 15 here tonight. He'll go from the 11th spot. Starting back in 12th, driving car number 45. It's the Bearded Wonder out of Wilton, New York. It's going to be the 45 of Justin Smith. He'll roll off there from the 12th position. So that is your top 12. Starting back to the 13th position, driving car number 51. Out of Hartwell, Georgia, driving the Upstate Racing entry, number 51 of James Shirley. Starting back into position number 14, the Brissett Racing number 59. This is Steven Brissett. Starting back in 15th here tonight, driving the 721 entry. This is your Rookie of the Year top spot driver. This is James Normoyle in the Upstate RC and Hobbies entry, driving the 721. The Raised Iron Tubing driver out of Vermont, driving car number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy will go 16th. Kelly Dahl in car number 87, starting 17th. He's the last chance qualifier winner here tonight. He'll go back there in P number 17. Last season's champion in the birthday boy, driving car number 99, the Turn 3 Racing Posse entry, will start 18th of Cold Day. The driver out of Spirit Lake, driving the 2B entry, the Bartel Builders entry of Brett Bartels, will go 19th. Vernon Woodard in car number 73 out of Vermont will go 20th, 21st. So the driver out of Indiana, driving car number 38 of David Patton. Driver of the Gagno Racing, car number 5 of Brandon Grant, will go back there in P number 22. 23rd will go to the wild one here tonight, the 1W, the Bartel Builders 1W of Wayne McDuff. And the final driver to make it in here tonight for the Cerebral Palsy Foundation night, driving the 31B out of Topton, Pennsylvania. This is Donald Bennett making his first feature of the season. Stage is set. We're coming to the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone here tonight. We will go green. Put 50 laps on the ticket here tonight. Green flag is out for the Cerebral Palsy Foundation 50. Chris Brown will lead them downtown here tonight, down the back straightaway. He will lead us into turn 3 for the first time here tonight. The Whiteowl performance number 136 of Chris Brown will lead us across the timing and scoring. He'll lead lap number 1. Big scrum back here, though. Talon Carter, Doug Ungari. Ungari going to slide up in front of Speedy Brissett there. Got a little sideways in turn number 1. Millen, Schaefer, Carter, all under the blanket. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Drivers out of Pennsylvania. One's out of Hamburg, one's out of Fleetwood, and one hails now out of Topton, Pennsylvania. These drivers all battling. Look at Talon Carter. He'll go to the outside. He'll get around Robbie Schaefer. Carter just put that right rear way up on the berm there. Caution lights are on it. Maybe all for nothing. All for nothing, as I believe there's a couple cars stopped down here in turn number 1. There you see the 2B. There you see somebody's up and over. I'm not quite sure who that is. See the 03. This might be a pretty big one back here. This may take us a couple here to figure out what just transpired. Let's see if we can zoom out and watch this. I believe this all might start up here inside the top 10. Doug Ungari goes up at Bicycles, and then the 15 of Holland into the 03 of Brissett, turning Brissett up and over. There's Holland on his lid. I believe that's the, on the back straightaway there, that is the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Watch the 15 here, down on the bottom side. Trying to go to the inside of that 03 entry. Slides up, catches the right rear. Doug Ungari was going to the wall regardless. There's the 22, there's the 99. They all collide. Raised eye and tubing entry. 22 also involved. Let's see if we can go from our upstate blimp camera here and slow it down one time for us. Well, there you see Doug going to the outside. He's already going to hit the wall, but then the right rear from car 15 of Holland into the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Nowhere for everybody else to go as everybody was sliding up to the top side. Track very slick here tonight at Weedsport. See the 4-car tango down there. Bartels, Dahl, Day, and Rabtoy all colliding. So a huge pileup. Brissett and Holland down on pit road right now. We'll see if they can come back out here. They do have, well, at least one lap before we go green. First lap not counting when we do come back green. So we're coming back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone here. It'll be Chris Brown, Justin Fuller, Al Smith Jr., Michael Peak. They come alive once again. Brown holds the bottom side. Fuller up to the top side. Look at Smith. Oh, Smith's going to hit that left front off the Jersey barrier down in turns 2. Caution lights on for the number 22, the raised eye and tubing driver out of Vermont. What happened to Rabtoy down here? We'll take a peek. Oh, looks like the 59 gonna get loose. That is Steven Brissett in car 59 here tonight, getting a little loose there in front of Rabtoy, and Rabtoy getting a little help from Justin Smith. There was nowhere that Smith was gonna go to try and avoid the spinning 22. Waiting on Marky Mark. Of course, his feet can barely reach the pedals out there on that iRacing.com official pace truck here tonight. Looks like Ryan Holland will get back out. He will not lose a lap. He is one of the lucky drivers here tonight. Also looks like Speedy Brissett is back out there. Let's see if our scoring does update. It looks like they may have actually gone a lap down. We'll wait to see if that does come back around here. Sometimes it takes a little bit for our transponders on the cars here tonight. to update themselves with the correct running order when we get a back-to-back caution flag. Right now it is Indiana's own Chris Brown right now at the top of the timing tower with Justin Fuller, Al Smith Jr., Michael Peak, Josiah Millen. Then it looks like it's going to be Talon Carter, Robbie Schaefer, James Shirley, Brian Hacker, and James Normoyle. Highest running rookie right now is right there. Of course, Schoony's Country Market being our rookie sponsor this season with the Upstate Racing League. Looks like the officials will put them into a single file formation here tonight, as we did not get a lap fully completed under the green flag, so single file formation being called here. Chris Brown will lead us to green. Into the Hanson starter shop restart zone they come. Charge from Justin Fuller down to the inside. He had the outside momentum on that last restart, but now he has to go to the bottom side. First lap back to green, looking at 3 wide though. Millen, Carter, and Schaefer. And there's Michael Peak also right there. There comes the 51 of James Shirley, also strong charging up through the field. He'll go to the inside of that full moon garage entry. Millen slid up a little bit. That's going to open up the door. Now here for James Shirley. Can Shirley take over that 6th position from Millen? Millen into the wall. Millen going to ride the wall. He's going to lose 1, 2, 3 positions out of 1 and 2. James Normoyle now knocking on the door. Oh, big crash down in the corner. The 51 of James Shirley. You see him down there smoking in the Jersey barrier. Robbie Schaefer involved, it looks. Hard impact for the 51 of James Shirley. Well, what happened? I'm not quite sure. Let's check it out. There's the 51 of Shirley. Oh, looks like he tags that inside wall, entering 3, and everybody down on the bottom side. And then Robbie Schaefer got squeezed out. Right on board with the Whiteowl performance on Robbie Schaefer. Schaefer ended up hitting that outside wall in turn 4 then. James Shirley still out there trying to limp his number 51 around, but I think it's going to be called to pit road possibly. I don't know if that car can continue on here very much longer. James Shirley attending tonight's race out of Georgia, making the long haul here with the Upstate Racing League. Car pretty tore up. Let's see if the old iRacing.com pace car lights do go up. Pace truck lights here tonight do go out. So to Chris Brown trying to still continue to carry it on from downtown. Justin Fuller to the outside. Hanson starter shop restart zone getting used very often here at Weedsport, one of the toughest tracks that we have on the iRacing schedule this season with the Upstate Racing League. Green flag back into the air, here we go. Brown to the inside, Fuller to the outside. Michael Peak very close to the inside wall. Look at Talon Carter. He's going for a top 3 spot on Al Smith. Smith to the bottom side there in that white number 96. Carter in the red and black number 1. And uh-oh, Michael Peak was there and now he's not. And look at the big scrum. Oh no, the Fuji shop. That tofu entry. Mouthful. Kelly Dahl. Turn around. I think this all started somewhere with Michael Peak. He was inside the top 5. Oh, got a little help there from the 11 Illinois. Brian Hacker, Cole Day with nowhere to go. And just look how the whole track clogs up. on board with Michael Peak. A ton of cars involved in that one. Wayne McDuff, there's Bartels, there's Kelly Dahl, Vernon Woodard, Doug Ungari. Vernon Woodard, of course, getting pounded around. So the running order: Chris Brown, Justin Fuller, Al Smith, Talon Carter, Josiah Millen, Brian Hacker, James Normoyle, Cole Day, Stephen Brissett, Justin Smith. Come back into the Hanson starter shop. Restart zone. Single file formation being called for. Challenge for the race lead. Oh, Justin Fuller gonna hit the concrete of the inside wall down there. Turn 1 and 2. Justin Fuller gonna lose second now to go to Al Smith. Talon Carter now will take third. As they come back around here, Justin Fuller trying to get going here once again. Now Talon Carter gonna do the same thing that Justin Fuller just did. He'll slap off that left front. 3 wide, Millen in the middle. Normoyle down to the bottom side. Almost 4 wide as Cole Day was trying to go to the high side. Normoyle holding the bottom side, Millen in the middle, Hacker to the outside. Cole Day has to hit the hooks down in 1 as Josiah Millen was starting to slide to the top side of the speedway. Good battles back here. 12 laps in the books, and I believe some issues back here for Donald Bennett. I don't know if something broke on the 31B, but he was very slow going into 3. It does look like he was actually able to keep it going. Cole Day trying to make the move here on Brian Hacker. You see that Carmen Junction entry down to the bottom side of the speedway. He does, and it looks like the 51 of Shirley is still out there. His car's still smoking. Way down on power here tonight, being scored back into the 21st position while your racing is trying to work their way around him. Al Smith still holding on to second, but Justin Fuller going to lay the right rear off the turns 2 there. Trying to get a good run down the back straightaway. Talon Carter right there also. Fuller once again going to lay it off the wall in 3. Now he'll try to go to the bottom side here on Smith, and Smith's going to slam the door, and then Smith's going to wash up the speedway. He'll have to go up. He'll find a little bit of that right rear in the cushion. Fuller going to go back down to the bottom side here. Now he's going to slide up in front of Al Smith, feed him a little bit of a right rear to that left front. So Fuller not afraid to go up and bang it off the outside wall. Smith tries it. Smith into the wall once, Smith into the wall twice. He'll knock the rear end out of it. Smith going to knock the rear end of the 96, the coach's corner entry. And that'll put us under the 5th caution flag here this evening. I don't know, maybe the contact with the 51 of Justin Fuller broke something on the 96 of Al Smith. The raised dying tubing number 22 is able to come back out. This is a replay. Watch the 96. Gets up right there into the outside wall and can't get the car to come back off. And when he does, it was too late. Something broke on the 96. Vicious. And look at the 51. Shirley getting very lucky. Right on board with Al Smith here down into 1. So the 96 has to take the tow to pit road. His night will end up on the hooks. There you see the field as they come by us. Chris Brown and Justin Fuller getting ready to do it again. Talon Carter, James Romero, Josiah Millen, Cole Day, Brian Hacker, Justin Smith, Brett Bartels. That's how they're lined up. Come back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. It'll be 18 officially in the books. 18 in the books as Chris Brown takes that Whiteowl performance, number 136. Caution lights immediately coming back on here tonight. We did not get a lap completed. Everybody going to have to hold their spot. Looks like the 31B, the driver out of Topton, Pennsylvania. Something happened with Donald Bennett. Of course, Bennett making his first feature start of the season. Watching here in the restart what happens from the 31B of Bennett. Goes down and oh, he's going to make a little contact there with the W6 of Michael Peak, and around goes the 31 of Bennett. So while that caution flag comes out here, race fans, we got to thank you all here tonight for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network to catch the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. It's the Cerebral Palsy Foundation night here tonight at Weedsport. Of course, the Upstate Racing League, you guessed it, by the name of it, the Upstate Racing League, founded in the upstate New York area, and the only track we have for our dirt fans on iRacing is, of course, here at Weedsport. So we always celebrate when we do come to the Weedsport area, because it's only once a year. Literally, once a year. The Upstate Racing League Dirt Series only runs once a year. We only get to run this track one time. So it's a homecoming for the Upstate Racing League. It looks like we're going single file here on this restart. Marky Mark will turn the pace truck lights off. A couple drivers still down on pit road here tonight. Al Smith Jr., car number 96, is down on pit road. Car 51 of James Shirley looks like he is loaded that 51 up. He is done here tonight. And Dylan Raptoy actually just came back out in car number 22, see if he can pick up a couple spots here tonight. So we're not halfway in this race just yet. Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. We're back green here tonight. Chris Brown will accelerate. Fuller going to slide up the speedway. Here comes Carter. Carter working the inside of the track here tonight. Talon Carter playing dangerously low there, very close to the Jersey barrier to the inside on turn number 4. That have collected a couple cars here tonight. James Romero, he has picked up 11 positions here tonight already. The driver of that Schoony Country Market rookie contender, leading all rookies this season with Talon Carter, the other rookie right ahead of him. They are 1 and 2 in the rookie points coming into the night. Josiah Millen working down low there, trying to get around Warm Oil. Things starting to spread out here in our feature event now. All drivers getting a little bit of... Oh, I say that, and then the 59 of Stephen Brissett just bounced it off the inside wall. The Brissett Racing driver. Got the 59 into the wall. There's Robbie Schaefer in the 0 machine. There's Doug Ungard in the double 0. See David Patton. Patton now working into the 12th position in car number 38. Little contact there. Robbie Schaefer trying to muscle his way through. Doug Ungari now as the door is open. Can he make it work? He's got damage on that double 0 from, of course, the first caution flag of the evening. As, oh, he'll get it a little loose. Maybe a little piece of the Jersey barrier. Battle for the race lead, though. We missed it, but Robbie, sorry, that is actually Justin Fuller as we were watching Robbie Schaefer. Fuller just went right around Chris Brown and is now accelerated away from the number 136. Truck tells me this is how it happened. Chris Brown left the outside open, and the 51 just went up and set sail. That's how Justin Fuller became the race leader as we come back live as the caution lights come on. Uh-oh. He was inside the top 5, and now he's sitting backwards. The Jordan Hen Racing, number 40 of Josiah Millen. Going around as he'll get it pointed back into the right direction, but he is the cause of the caution here. What happened to Millen going down into 1? And there's a wall to the inside. Look at Brian Hacker, just barely missed the spinning 40. Millen lucky everybody was able to work their way around him without making contact. Watch on board with this Whiteowl performance camera. This is going to be a great shot going into 1. Look at everybody coming at him. Justin Fuller being our race leader. One thing we didn't get to touch on here tonight is we were late to the call here. Of course, look at our Arts Barbershop point standings coming into the night. Justin Fuller was your top driver. 300 points with James Normoyle, your Rookie of the Year contender, sitting there in second. Cole Day was sitting third. Talon Carter was fourth. Brian Hacker, fifth coming into the night in your championship standings. Chris Brown, Bartels, then Speedy Brissett, Smith, and Holland round out the top 10. That's your Arts Barbershop Points Championship coming into the evening. That does factor in the 2 drop weeks that these drivers all do get, so if they have a bad race or miss a race, they are able to drop that race from the standings and only counts, well, your best finishes. Hanson starter shot restart zone is green, and now the 51 of Fuller. Let's see if he can pull away. Look at James Normoyle. Oh, he's gonna get it on 2 wheels as he popped a little bit of a wheelie as he got that 721 into the inside wall in turn number 2. So now, Cole Day, who won the last time we were here at the Weedsport Speedway. Cole Day is now 4th. He has picked up 14 spots after coming through the last chance qualifier. Under fire, though, as Normoyle back down to the bottom side. He's been able to make the bottom side work better than anybody else. As Talon Carter trying the cut-down line that time in 3 and 4. Rides the high line there in 1 and 2, trying to build up the momentum. See what he does down here in 3 this time. Ride it in on the outside. Try to get the car to rotate. He just rides it right around the top side. Caution lights. 1 car to the infield there. That's the 00, I believe. I believe possibly starting. Car number 5. We'll take a look back here. We'll watch the replay, see what happened. No contact there. Track clogged up. Doug Ungari then getting hit, spun around by the 59. It all started when Duran tried to go around, which was the 45 of Justin Smith at the time. See how the track just closed. Robbie Schaefer involved. Doug Ungari getting spun around. So let it bring out the caution flag, but just like that, the officials say, here we go, we got to keep it moving as there's weather impending in the area here tonight. Snowflakes, if you can't believe it. Snow. Of course, racing here on iRacing, we know, race fans, there is no snow coming. Green flag back into the Hanson starter shop, though. 18 laps to go. Everybody's still chasing. Justin Fuller here tonight. Cole Day and James Normoyle, they've been locked in this battle for a while. When Day's run the outside, Normoyle's run that inside lane. They're going to do it once again. It's Fuller, it's Brown, it's Carter, it's Day as they come across the line. They'll put Normoyle back into the 5th position now with Justin Smith back there in 6th. Battle back here, though. That 45 trying to get around the 11 Illinois, Brian Hacker. Justin Smith has a lot of wheel time behind modifieds up in New York. Driver out of Wilton, New York. Driving the 45 on a part-time schedule last season. Here on iRacing, always comes back to run. Oh, big swipe there from the 2B and the Bartel Builders. 2B right off the back nerf bars there on the 1W of the Bartel Builders entry. So you got the 1W of McDuff leading the Bartels machines. Robbie Schaefer going to slide in front of Bartels, and Bartels is going to stack them up. Up and over it goes, and Doug Ungari, the unfortunate one involved, and there is that tofu machine. The 86 of Kelly Dahl. The Fujiwara tofu shop. We'll get it right. The nose piece on car number 86, though that front clip is gone. Take a look back. We were watching that battle live. There you see the 0. Schaefer slides up in front of the 2B. Patton nowhere to go, and then Kelly Dahl and Doug Ungari both getting involved. There was just no place that they were going to go. How about Millen there, and the 22 of Raptoid just splitting the 86 of Dahl. Justin Fuller still our race leader here, closing in on the 10 to go marker. It looks like we will have 37 completed when we come back green. So it'll be Justin Fuller, Chris Brown, Talon Carter, Cole Day, James Normoyle, your top 5. Cole Day, your highest running driver out of the last chance qualifier here tonight. Cole Day having to come in from the last chance qualifier. I believe that was 14 spots gained. Lights still on the iRacing.com pace truck. We touched on it earlier about how the 51 of Justin Fuller failed technical inspection earlier when he checked into Weedsport here at lunchtime. Well, last season, Justin Fuller was locked in a heated battle with Cole Day coming into Weedsport. And unfortunately, the 51 of Justin Fuller not making the big show last season here at Weedsport due to having to use a controller as his wheel on his sim rig was broken. Tonight, though, the controller, as the joke, was still left in the car to come through inspection, but the team failed inspection and obviously removed the controller, as that has been now outlawed after we saw the very crazy driving last season with that controller. Does have a brand new wheel and pedal set, and he's putting it to the test here tonight when he's got Chris Brown and Talon Carter right there. Hanson starter shot restart zone. Green flags up. Cole Day right back to the outside. It's where he's gone all night long on these restarts. The inside lane really looks like it's coming back in, though. Here comes Normoyle back down to the bottom. He'll take the Upstate RC and Hobbies entry to the bottom side, looking for P number 4, trying to get it back from the youngster. Won't be able to hook up, though, off turn number 4. Look at the 11 Illinois of Brian Hacker. It looked like at one point he was sliding backwards, and he is right back to the front here tonight. There you see that Carbon Junction Pathfinder chassis. The only Pathfinder chassis in existence, I do believe. James Normoyle back around Cole Day, though, as he works to the outside. Some jockeying a little bit deeper into the field. The 30s. That's a 73. The Dyslexia is real. Vernon Woodard in car 73, getting back around the W6 of Michael Peak. Here's Josiah Millen also. Cole Day now trending backwards, though, as we're getting 10 to go. Now it'll be 9 to go when they come back around here. Brian Hacker with a huge slide job on the birthday boy. The 11 Illinois trying to go to the front, but Chris Brown's got that leader in his sight. So does Talon Carter. Oh, Justin Fuller going to go up into the outside wall. He'll ride the wall. That'll now put him side by side for the race lead. It'll be Chris Brown going back to the top spot. Talon Carter right there, hot to trot in second. Here comes James Normoyle. He'll slide in front of the 51 of Justin Fuller. Normoyle had third for a moment. Now Fuller back onto the gas. Now Normoyle going to go up and slap the right rear off that wall in turn 3. Cole Day hit the wall in turn 4 there to the inside. Oh, the 45 of Justin Smith going to go around. He's going to wad him up down to the inside. The number 1W of Wade McDuff will go around, and the caution lights coming back on here very quick as the 1W of Wade McDuff going around. Driver out of Hudson Falls, New York, the Bartel Builders entry here tonight. Got a little help there, and this is how it all started. Off the gas, and unfortunately there was the 45 of Justin Smith sitting sideways. We're calling a 3-car tangle there as the 45 of Smith got into the 99 of Day, causing the 45 to get sideways, and then the 1W of Wade McDuff going around. There's the leader, though, Chris Brown, Talon Carter. Question, though, is, oh boy, looking at the 51 of Justin Fuller, the car did come by our camera there, and it did look a little crooked. There is definitely some suspension broken on the 51 of Justin Fuller here tonight. See if James Normoyle, look at it as it comes around our camera here in turns 1 and 2. That car is bent. James Normoyle can see that right now from his cockpit. Right on board. Look at that 51 of Fuller. You can tell the car is bent. It is shifted over to the left. Chris Brown ready to come into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. Here he goes. Brown with a good start. Oh, Justin Fuller not able to get going in that 51. James Normoyle takes advantage. He goes right around to Brian Hacker, Justin Smith, Cole Day, all also getting around the 51 of Justin Fuller. Fuller trying to get back to the top side here and see if he can make some laps. High five this time. It's just 5 more laps around. 5 laps to go, and the caution lights. Caution lights on for the 11th time here with 5 laps to go. Not sure where the caution flag comes from, but let's take a look, see if we can find it together. Oh, right there. 51 into the 11 and the 0 into the 51. '51 pitched. I don't know if he pitched it. We're going to have to take another look here. It happened so quick. I'm sure the damage on the 51 definitely played a factor into that, but I don't quite know. Our truck can't go back far enough here tonight. Oh, there was a big checkup there between Cole Day and Justin Smith, and Fuller was just stuck in the middle. Does look like the 51 of Justin Fuller has taken it to pit road, though. See if they can fix something. Maybe he can get back out here before the start. Lights going out on the truck with 5 laps to go. It'll be 4 to go when we hit the restart zone. So it'll be 4 to go with Chris Brown from downtown Kokomo, Indiana out front. The driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, Wash Rags. Talon Carter there in second. And the rookie of James Normoyle out of New York, sitting there in the 13th position. Brian Hacker from Illinois is back there in 4th, and Justin Smith out of New York, sitting there in 5th. The Hanson Starter Shop restart zone back in action here as we're back to racing. Chris Brown with a great start here, but here comes James Normoyle. He was looking to the outside of Talon Carter. Can he take that top spot from Carter? Norm Oil into the wall down there in turn number 2. That'll allow the 11 Illinois Brian Hacker to really close in on this third position. Cole Day just can't seem to find a way around the 45 of Justin Smith. He'll actually tag the inside jersey barrier that time. Here comes the 0 of Robbie Schaefer. He'll look to the inside of the Full Moon Garage 0. Josiah Millen working his way back into the top 10. How about Doug Ungari also with his Smith Racing Inc. entry making his way back into the top 10 as they run side by side. Running 8th and 9th right now with 2 to go. 2 to go, Popsicle Sticks this time by. The white flag will fly. It is the 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service, the final trip around the Speedway. Chris Brown, Talon Carter, James Normoyle. Talon Carter going to go for the haymaker down to the bottom side of the Speedway. Final trip out of turn 4. It'll be Chris Brown from downtown picking up the win here. James Normoyle, Brian Hacker, Justin Smith, Robbie Schaefer, Cole Day. Josiah Mellon, Doug Ungari, and David Patton finishing out the top 10. Unofficial results there on the left-hand side of your screen, but Chris Brown does pick up the feature event here tonight on Cerebral Palsy Foundation night at Weedsport. Finishing back in 11th was Michael Peak. Brandon Garrard back there in P number 12. It'll be Vernon Woodard at P number 13. Kelly Dahl back there at 14th after a rough one here. Donald Bennett making his first feature event. He'll go 15th on the pylon here tonight. Wayne McDuff in 16th. Justin Fuller back in 17th. Steven Brissett will go 18th. 19th to Ryan Holland. Speedy Brissett in 20th. Rabtoy back in 21st. Bartel's back in 22nd. Al Smith Jr. in 23rd. And James Shirley rounding down the field. There's your top 3 tonight here at Weedsport. They're down there. We'll get to talk to them in just a couple of moments. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Weedsport Speedway in upstate New York. We are back here. We have our podium finisher standing by with us here tonight. A little bit of a microphone jungle, but we got it all sorted out here. Let's head down trackside to talk to our winner here tonight, who hails out of Kokomo, Indiana. It's Kokomo's own Chris Brown. Chris, you were able to find that top spot, but it was with a little bit of a help tonight as you got around the 51 of Justin Fuller as he went up into the wall.
Yeah, a little bit luck. You know, I'll take it, though. I've been trying to win in this league for, man, seems like forever, and finally was able to get a win. I don't care if it was luck or not. I got a win.
You were able to pick up your heat race win here tonight, able to pick up this feature win. What does it mean? You've been with the series on dirt. Started back in the late models, and then you're now here in the big block modifieds for the second season. So technically, we're calling it 2.5 seasons for you to pick up this first one. What does it really mean with the names that are here, especially this season?
It means a lot. I know there's a lot of guys in here that race real cars, so it's fun to beat these guys, and man, this is awesome.
But at the end, all the caution flags, were you worried on these restarts that maybe Talon Carter, who you allude to those real-world drivers that get to race these cars on a weekly basis? He's one of those drivers. He's seen a lot of restarts late in races. Were you worried about him sneaking by you?
Yeah, I was pretty worried about him. He was kind of catching me there for a little bit, and I just kept moving my line around trying to figure out where I was beating him at, and was able to get to the top and just run away a little bit.
So now you etch your name after you were able to be the first one across the line here with the likes of Robbie Schaefer, Cole Day, Josiah Millen, Justin Fuller, and the list goes on. That has got to be ground. You alluded to it. You said you've been trying for years to get that name up there. Where do we go from here? Does this lead into next week picking up another one? Can we continue the momentum we got here in New York?
Man, I really hope so. I've been running pretty decent. Didn't go so well for me in Knoxville, but I've been gaining ground every week on these guys. So, man, I really hope that we can start stringing some wins here.
Well, congratulations, Chris. The red carpet is rolled out here tonight at Weedsport, and the microphone is yours. Who do you got to thank for a very strong 136 machine?
Yeah, I give a shout out to Whiteowl Performance, Christian Jones Boudoir, my wife for letting me do this. She's taking care of the baby while I do this, so I really appreciate her. Appreciate you guys for putting on the broadcast. Alan, those guys, Bartel Builders for putting on the league.
There you hear it, Chris Brown from Kokomo, Indiana, here tonight, picking up his first ever win with the Upstate Racing League. And of course, he's got to be the smartest man, isn't he, race fans? He just thanked his wife for watching their newborn. Of course, it's got to be the hardest job, so hats off also to Chris Brown's wife out there. But as we move along down the podium spots here tonight, how about it, Talon Carter? You're able to do it again as you put yourself on the top 3 podium finishers here tonight. How did the number 1 machine handle out there?
It was all right. It just got so locked down there, and unless you started up front, you couldn't pass. I mean, I started 8th, but it was just challenging, and yeah, I mean, the car was good, just very challenging to pass out there.
You talk about challenging. We've seen a lot of drivers go down. They hit the Jersey barriers in Turn 4 and Turn 1. You also did that, I believe, once here yourself tonight, but you were able to keep it going. How dangerous are those Jersey barriers down there to the inside?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty tricky, especially getting into 1. For me, down in 3 and 4, it's not as bad, but I usually catch it getting into 1.
You caught it once here tonight, and then you were able to power away from that. But you ran inside the top 5 all night long, and then a little slip up by the 51. You battled with James Normoyle in the 721 all night long. Did we have a car, though, that was capable of going up there and battling with Chris Brown for the win?
Oh, yeah, I think I definitely was faster than Chris there, especially through 3 and 4. Yeah, just like I said, it was so locked down and couldn't make moves at all. At one point, I could have really gone in there and door slammed him. I got a good run off of 4, but I don't drive like that, so.
Yeah, you talk about this track here at Weedsport being locked down. They say the New York tracks are always slick as can be, and passing is very hard. You raced down in Pennsylvania. Yes, you raced up in New York a handful of times this season. Have you ever experienced a track this slick and one-laned?
I guess I can say I have, because BAPS, the last race of the year, and Hot Laps, it was super slick, and then when we got to the feature, it was still pretty slick, then it rubbered down. Wish iRacing had rubber in it, because then I think I would have been pretty good if it would have rubbered up there.
Well, it just didn't happen here tonight, but another podium finish for you. You're going to close the gap just a little bit on that Schoony's Country Market Rookie of the Year award as you finish 1 position higher than your counterpart of James Normoyle. That rookie championship, is that something you have your eyes set on here at this point as we're closing in on halfway of the season?
I think I'm more focused on the regular championship, to be honest. I mean, after finishing, or not, going to the first race, it kind of held me back, but if I keep on getting podiums and stuff here, I think I can get up there.
Well, we'll have to see how it all shakes out at the end of the season here as we close in on halfway. Congratulations, though, here tonight, Talon. Who do you got to thank on the side of this number 1 machine? I'm going to go take a nap real quick.
I gotta thank Kelly Spade Realtor, Keller Williams, Platinum Realty, Grand Central Tap Room, Kutztown Printing, Cantner's Tire Service, Lucky 13 Tattoos and Piercings, Gessie Chiropractic, D. Brett's Motorcycle Fab and Paint, Deca Batteries, Levan Machine and Truck Equipment, Christman's Meats, Maddie Pearl, KB Motors Incorporated, and Apollo Court for making all my wraps.
I think he's done, race fans, but I'm not sure. We're just pulling the mic back away from Talon Carter there. Talon Carter, congratulations. Talon Carter, race fans, finishing P number 2, picking up 6 spots here tonight. And the man who picks up the Whiteowl Performance most positions gained here tonight, the driver of the 721, James Normoyle. James, another great run for you. It just seems like a little bit too late. Maybe the track, as we heard from Talon, just locked down too much so that you couldn't advance any farther.
Yeah, he nailed it right on the head with that. You know, it was right the wall in 3 and 4 and right down at the bottom in 1 and 2. And if you stepped out of them lanes, you were getting passed by 1 or 2 cars.
What did you need here tonight to possibly get this car into victory lane?
Not to start 15th. I seem to be on a tread of starting 15th or deeper, and I got to get out of that. I got to try to start up toward the front here and give myself a better shot.
So those starting spots way far deep into the field. You have had some pretty deep starting spots this season so far. You started 4th to open up the night at Knoxville, then 7th to start out at Volusia. But then ever since then, it's been 17th, 13th, and 15th here tonight. What's going on in our qualifying program that maybe we have to look into?
Well, this week I made a mistake on my own. But it just seems like any other week it was just a bad bug that bit me there. So just kind of luck. You're just going to fall down on luck when when you take a pill draw and you're drawing, 6th or deeper in the heat race. It's kind of hard to get up there in a qualifying spot.
Well, it's always great to actually watch you weave and pick your way through the cars here. How hard was it, though, here at Weedsport? How difficult was it? We've seen a lot of yellows and a lockdown track.
It was hard. You had to really have some patience, and hopefully someone in front of you made a mistake. We've seen Fuller make a little bit of a mistake, and it cost him, a top 3 finish. I didn't have anything for them guys, and he made one mistake, and look where look what happened.
That puts you onto the podium here. You battled all night with Talon Carter. Josiah Millen was right there battling with you guys, and Brian Hacker was also coming. But a great run as you, at the end of this one, was sitting there in 3rd. Who do you got to thank for another great run as you will not only leave Weedsport here with a great finish, but you're still going to leave with that Schoony's Country Market top spot in the rookie standings?
Yeah, I got to thank Upstate RC, Stephen Julie Derrich, Custom Fit Gutters, Showtime Custom Wraps, BDS Wheel Dots, all the guys that we just kind of hang out with and turn some laps to prep for these races, it all helps.
It all helps, he says. James Normoyle, race fans, the driver out of New York, finishing with the Whiteowl Performance most positions gained. Hard Charger Award, he will finish 3rd after picking up 12 spots. Double digits. There's only 2 other drivers that were able to pick up that many positions here tonight. That was the driver of the number 5 of Brandon Grand, and also David Patton. Oh, and we actually missed one. The birthday boy, Cole Day, also picked up 11 spots. So 4 drivers really making their way through the fields here tonight, but James Normoyle will finish there tonight in P number 3. So Chris Brown picks up his first ever win right here on the Cerebral Palsy Foundation night with the Bartel Builders Big Block Series for the Upstate Racing League. Who will be able to go to victory lane next? Well, when you think about it and you look at the schedule, we will head to the famous Eldora Speedway, December the 12th, the Bartel Builders night at Eldora. We will be building that victory lane to see which one of these drivers will be able to lock themselves, into the show first. 24 drivers next week take the green flag. We've sent a bunch of them home here tonight. How many will we send home? Because Eldora is one of those tracks that everybody loves to bring their best equipment out. Next week, of course, will be the halfway point home in the Bartel Builders Big Block Series for the Upstate Racing League. You don't want to miss that one because that's really going to show us where everybody is sitting in the standings wide, whether it's Rookie of the Year, whether it's the regular points season championship battle that we have going on. What we can tell you is if, the race was this way here tonight at Weedsport, Eldora is going to be the same way. It'll be a great one. But with everybody from the Cerebral Palsy Foundation, everybody with the Bartel Builders, everybody with the Upstate Racing League, and me, my name, Roger Muth with the Turn 3 Racing Network. We hope you all enjoyed this show here tonight, and we can't wait to see all you race fans at the races.